Hi friends and dear students, welcome back to Priya Key Learning Classes. Today I'm going to talk about another useful topic, that is idiom. Do you want to modify your English language? Then you should have knowledge about these common idioms, and you need to use these common idioms or the expressions in your day-to-day conversation. Okay, so what are these idioms? How to learn and how to use these idioms, and why it is necessary to learn these idioms. To find proper answer for these questions, you need to understand and use the examples with this lecture. Okay, so the main aim of learning this topic is to find how different the characteristics of idioms, and of course these are helpful for you all to understand the difference between native language learners, how they recognize English idioms, and of course you can also understand how well second language learners recognize English idioms or non-native English learners. Uh, you can easily understand with these examples. Okay, although the significance of vocabulary and of lexical phrases or language chunks and in languages learning has been acknowledged, apart from these idioms, if you have to use some common phrases and some different words, some language chunks or the collocations, which are very helpful to improve your communication skills, because learning to use common idioms and expressions will make your English sound more native. So it's a very good idea to master some of these expressions. Okay, so especially English idioms and proverbs and some other expressions are very important part of everyday English. Okay, and of course they come up all the time in both written and spoken English, because idioms always make sense literally. You will need to familiarize with the meaning of and also the usage of these idioms. Okay, so and of course you can also find these idioms are frequently used in everyday language, particularly or especially in the media. You can observe in the daily news whenever you hear about or you go on reading about the new thing. Okay, so therefore some knowledge and awareness of idioms is important to non-native learners, especially at a most advanced level. So an idiom is a figurative multi-word expression whose meaning is different from the sum of the literal meanings of its constituents. Okay, now let us understand what are. So before going to understand these idioms, first you need to know about phrases and clauses, which are the most basic parts and useful topics in while learning the language, of course. Okay, what are these phrases? A phrase, a small group of the words standing together as a conceptual unit, typically forming the component of a clause. Okay, so here I have highlighted few phrases because the phrase is understood to mean something quite different from what individual words of the phrase would imply. Alternatively, it can be said that phrase is interpreted in a figurative sense. Okay, so and of course further idioms vary in different cultures and countries, but these are interpreted with some sense. And just observe these examples which I have highlighted here. The first one, to be free. Second, totally delicious food. Running water. As you can see, none of the groups of these words which I have highlighted are not full sentences, but they still work together, which is why we have phrases, and it is necessary to use in the sentences when you are going to create a sense to your particular sentence, right? Yeah. And next basic topic is the clause. What is the meaning of clause? What is a clause in a sentence? Okay, so a particular part of a sentence, especially a unit of grammatical organization next below the sentence in traditional grammar, said to consist of a subject and predicate. For example, I picked a flower for you. This is independent. When I picked a flower for you, an this is a dependent clause. Okay. One thing you need to understand regarding the clause is that a clause in grammar is a subject which contains subject, subject as well as the predicate or the verb. Okay. To give a complete thought or an idea or a statement that can stand alone. Okay. So which can stand alone, a complete thought is also called a main clause or the independent clause. Independent clause and the dependent clause are the types of the clauses. So this we can find independent clause as well as the dependent clauses in the sentences which are considered a particular part of a sentence. That is only the clause here. Okay, first as example you observe here, I picked a flower for you. It is the complete it is giving a complete sense. It includes both the subject and predicate here. Okay, so I is the subject. What is a picked is a predicate here. And next, when I picked a flower for you, this is incomplete sentence, right? It means when the word it is in need of the clarification, it is highly dependent on the previous part of the sentence. It means something is necessary before using this particular clause in the sentence. I hope this is clear. And now let us understand what are these idioms, how these are interconnected with the phrases and clause. Okay, to understand the idiom, we need to have knowledge about the phrase. That's the reason I highlighted the definition of the phrase here. Okay, so idiom is a phrase. Phrase means what? A group of the words. Just now you understood. An idiom is a phrase or expression established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words. They typically present a figurative, non-literal meaning attached to the phrase. Okay, so these idioms exist in every language. They are words or the phrases that aren't meant to be taken literally. Okay, it means these idioms can't be deduced merely by studying the words in the phrases. If taken literally, you would think that uh, there is some mistake in the usage of the expression. But when you understand like a native speaker, the hidden meaning of the expression, you should try to catch it. Okay, then only you can clear with the proper meaning of this expression. For example, don't beat around the bush. What does it mean? Don't beat around the bush. You are not at all going to beat around the bush. Okay, it means if somebody is talking indirectly, not at all coming to the main point, that in that situation you can say that, hey John, stop beating around the bush, come to the main point. You can say like this. And next example, break a leg. This is an idiom. Don't go the literal meaning of a break a leg. Okay, break a leg means it doesn't mean that you are suggesting someone to break a leg of someone. Okay, so instead or rather, it means to say someone good luck. Okay, so as I already told you that if you find the meaning of these words, if you find the literal meaning of these words, definitely you will be confused. When you are learning and using these new idioms in the sentences, you need to understand the hidden meaning of these expressions. In the beginning, you may feel it is quite different or difficult or unbelievable. But after living with a certain group of people for a period of time, you will start to pick up their expressions. Okay, so and now let's explore some more idioms or the examples in everyday languages and learn about how to talk in an idiomatic language with these new expressions. Okay, so here I have a collection of 20 common American idioms for your daily conversation. The first one, barrel of love. What does it mean? Someone who is very funny. It means someone who is very funny. If you want to say somebody is very funny, you need to use barrel of love instead of saying very funny. Okay, so we need to avoid the repetition of the common words, and we need to use these idioms in the sentences. How to use this barrel of love in the sentence? For example, can Rohan really believe that Julius Caesar is a barrel of laughs? You're just questioning here. Can Rohan believe that Julius Caesar, very famous drama, is it a barrel of laughs? Is it very funny? Yes. Like this you need to use in your sentence. And next, second idiom is round the bend. What does it mean? It means crazy or insane. Instead of saying or using the word crazy, it is very common. Let us use this expression if your expression is giving the meaning of the crazy or the insane. Okay, for example, Kiran has been driving me round the bend. Okay, and you can use like this. And next one, all wet. What does it mean? It means completely mistaken. If you want to say something is completely done by the mistake of somebody, that's in that situation you can use. For example, Rani may be all wet on this point. She has done the mistake completely. Okay, next we can say like this. Instead of saying she has done the mistake completely, let us use Rani may be all wet on this point. And next, second, banana. It is also very famous idiom. You need to use in a common sentence. Like it gives the meaning of a person in a subservient position. Okay, if the person is regularly is you can find any person in a subservient position, like very uncomfortable, and which regularly can notice the activity of somebody in a regular activity. Okay, for example, he always plays second banana in the basketball matches. Okay, you can find that person always play second banana. Means for the first time he never do anything. Person in a subservient position. And next, hang it there. What does it mean? Hang it there. It means don't give up. If you want to suggest somebody that don't give up, not to give up immediately, like that you can use in such situations this particular one. For example, I know you are going through your rough times, but I suggest you to hang in there because things can easily improve from here. Okay, you can convince somebody that not to give up immediately, like that. And next, on the nose. On the nose means not on the top of somebody's nose. It means precisely or certainly. How to use this one in the sentence? For example, the presentation will begin at 8 o'clock on the nose. At 8 on the nose means exactly on time. Okay, so the presentation will begin at 8 on the nose. Don't miss it. You can say that. And next, lend me a hand. Help someone. If you're seeking help from somebody, instead of asking them by using the common word like help. Okay, help me. This is a very common word. Instead of saying like that, let us use this common idiom that is lend me a hand. For example, could you lend me a hand with this car? I don't know how to drive this. You can say like this. Okay. And next, no pain, no gain. It means you have to work for what you want. Okay. For example, you can say that Rahul did not clear his entrance exam like Anish because no pain, no gain. You can end your sentence with this expression also. Okay, it means Rahul did not do the hard work and he did not prepare well like Anish. That's the reason he had secured very. He did not clear this one and secured very less marks. That's the reason no pain, no gain, no work. It means no benefit of that. And next, pull someone's leg, to joke with someone. It means if you are if you're cracking joke with someone, that situation you can use. For example, hey Ram, don't take my word seriously, what I said just now, because I'm just pulling your leg. You can say like this. Okay. And next, get a taste of your own medicine. It means get rid of the way you have been treating others. It is negatively, usually in the negative situations you can use this word. For example, okay, the players of that team were hurling abuses at their opponents, but they didn't like it when they got a taste of their own medicine. Okay, the players, they were cracking some jokes and they were passing some hurlings on another team, but when their term arises or occurs, that time they couldn't tolerate the same activity what they did with their opponents. Okay, and this way you need to use this sentence. And next, here are a few more common idioms. For example, go on a wild goose chase. It means to do something pointlessly. Okay, go on a wild goose chase. It means to do something pointlessly. How to use this in a sentence? For example, Naira looking for her lost phone, maybe on a wild goose chase. You can say like this. Okay, she kept it somewhere thoughtless, mindlessly. That's the reason she's searching now without having any knowledge about that. She carelessly, she had put the phone on something. That's the reason she had lost it. It means, this particular sentence means that one. Okay, so in this way you need to use this one. And next one, give someone the benefit of the doubt. It means trust what someone said. For example, I won't make up my mind about people. I'm always trying to their give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so you don't want to change your mindset, but you're trusting all the people. Okay, if your meaning is that you trust what someone says, in such situation you need to use this expression. Okay, and next, all eyes and ears. It means being attentive. Being attentive. Example, be careful what you say. The students are all eyes and ears. Okay, it means they are attentive, they are listening carefully with full of interest. That's the reason you need to be attentive. You need to be clear. You can say that all eyes and ears. Next, out of work means unemployed. Okay, example for that, if you want to talk somebody, the person is unemployed. Okay, in the situation you need to use. For example, he has come to my office because he is out of work now. Means he is seeking some help from you. He has come over there to verify regarding any vacancies are there or not. It might be any reason. The reason is understood with this sentence. So the meaning of the out of work is what? Unemployed. And next is give someone a cold shoulder. It means ignore someone. Ignore someone. Just ignore him. Just ignore that person. We usually use this in the sentence, right? Instead of saying ignore someone. Okay, let us use give someone a cold shoulder. Okay, so, and for example, I thought she really liked him, but the next day she gave him the cold shoulder. Okay, you thought that the person liked somebody else, but next day she didn't pay any attention towards the same person. Means she started ignoring the person. So, like this you need to use. And next, every cloud has a silver lining. This is very famous and common idiom. It means good things come after bad things. Okay. Example, don't be too sad, Sam. Every cloud has a silver lining. This moment is not eternal. Just cope up and go ahead. Okay. So you need to. It means you need to face this problem. This is not the end of your life. Something good is coming after the bad things. Okay. Next. here have a few more examples. Add insult to injury to make a bad situation worse. If something has already happened in a bad way or bad manner, and somebody is pouring more salt in that and adding more insult to injury. Okay, so if the situation is like that, you can use this add insult to injury. Okay, for example, Sunny is already feeling very sad about yesterday's incident. Now you don't add insult to injury. Let's go now. Okay, you can select this. Okay, then the person is already feeling very bad about the bad incident which had happened yesterday. Okay, so now you don't create more by talking again and again about the same thing. Okay, don't create more problem and don't change the bad situation to the worse. It means. And next, barking up the wrong tree. It means to be looking for solutions in the wrong place. It means you are in a trouble and you're finding solution, but you're not asking or seeking help or finding the solutions in the same place which suits to that particular situation, and you're finding help from the wrong person or the wrong place. You can use like this. Okay, in such situation you need to use, for example, she thinks it will solve the problem, but I reckon she is barking up the wrong tree. She thinks that she is taking the advice or suggestion from the wrong person or this particular situation solve the problem, but it means but she is doing the wrong thing and she is barking up the wrong tree. It means she is finding solutions from the wrong place. Next, I missed the boat. It means it's too late. It's too late. Okay, so for example, he missed the boat when he did not apply for the job in time. Okay, it means the person has lost the job because the time limit has gone already. He did not check that one and he did not apply for the job in time. That's the reason he missed the boat. It means he missed the opportunity. It is very too late to um, join the interview or get the job. Next, last one, a very important one, that is pull yourself together. It means calm down. It means calm down. For example, you can use this in the sentence like, I know that you have lost this job too, but now you have got to pull yourself together and find another job. If somebody has lost something and somebody is very sad, and the person has to control himself and he should settle and he should be calm down in that odd situation and he should go ahead in his life. Okay, to suggest someone like this, you need to use pull yourself together. It means calm down. Okay, so dear students, I hope this information is very useful to you all, and you just use in your regular conversation all these expressions according to these examples which I have explained. You can utilize this information and practice more. Practice is very important. You never reach your goal until you practice a lot in your life. That's the reason practice makes man perfect. So you have to practice it properly. You need to practice with your friends and your colleagues or your uh, boss or somebody else. Or if you don't have such situations, you only create your any one situation, write a situational conversation and add all these idioms in your sentences or convert these into the dialogues and practice in this way, and then you can easily master over your English language and you can easily speak fluently like American speaker, native speaker. Okay, so no need to worry about your mistake because we can find that we can take everything in a positive way, and let's go ahead with more practice and with more effort. Okay, these idioms and some phrases or the language chunks will be helpful to you all only when you practice all these more in your day-to-day conversation. That's the reason all of you utilize these all the tasks and this information you need to learn and use more in your conversation, and keep watching my channel. I just go on uploading some videos which are very helpful for your to improve your communication skills. Okay, so keep watching my channel, and if you like it, like and subscribe my channel, and see you guys with the new topic. See you. Thanks.